Okay, so let's see the practical application we are going to develop now.
First of all, let's search for department number 50 just to see whether it's there, right? Awesome. Now let's delete. Okay, delete successful and it clears. So I deleted department number 50. So I should go and check now whether it has been really deleted from the database, my friends, right? So let's right click and show the data. See guys, it has been deleted, right?
Okay, so let's continue to develop this application now.
So it's quickly the delete, right? It's not going to take long. Let's quickly finish the delete, right? Same, what I'm going to do is, so the delete, now you know, right? It's similar to the insert. So I have to make the update the data set, right? Now this should be very quick for you, right? Write the code for the delete button, add the query, next, right? Next, right? Let's go back and see. Now delete, right? Removes a row from the table, right? Removes rows, right? Click next, delete, right? It is a delete query. Click next, and let's go to the query builder and see, right? Okay, delete from table, delete from department, where department number and department. Let's go to the query builder to see what's here, right? So okay, delete from department where depart where department number, original department number, and is null department name. So this, okay, so what I want is something simple, right? So what I want is where, this is what I want, isn't it? Delete from department where the department number is, let's say, equal to the incoming department number, whatever the value. This is what I want, right? Yeah, so let's execute the query. Yeah, I should be able to pass it, right? Right, simple. So delete from department where department number is what, this, right? So let's click OK, right? So this is the query, right? How you delete, right? Just say OK. Okay, next, it's delete query, right? So it's delete, right? What do you would like the name of the function? So I would say delete query, but delete query, let's say by delete. This is a delete query, delete by what, department number. So this, it's a delete query to delete the row by the department number, right? So it's deleting by the department number, my friends. Okay, awesome, right? So let's click next, click finish. Now you know the method, right? It's a delete method. Let's build the project, build, and let's expand the department, right? Okay, delete by the department number, right? Now we I wanted to try something with you, all of you, but because there are already the basic methods generated, right? So see, even there's a delete method. Let's see what that delete is doing. But this is what we created, delete by the department, right? So but there's already default delete method. Let's see what it does, right? So delete, giving the original department number name. Okay, so based on the value, it deletes it, right? So if this is null, it gets, let's see what it does. So what I would do is I would first use this method, and then as I said, I will come to this method and the insert method as well, right? Yeah, let's do like that, right? So let's first do this, right? So now I got the delete method, right? So delete, delete by the department number, right? Now then what I'm going to do is I'm going to the DAO, right? Yeah, so the DAO will wrap this, right? So the I department DAO, right? So this time I want to say get department by department number. So instead of that, I want to say delete, right? So something like this, right? So one more thing I want to look before that is what it returns. So when I say delete query by department number, it returns an integer telling how many rows are deleted, right? So see, it returns an integer now because it's executing. You remember that it's executing a query on the command. You remember we had a look a little while ago, and this says how many rows are affected, right? So you remember that, right? Yeah, SQL command, right? And the execute non-query return will return how many rows are affected, right? So see, executes a transaction against a connection, returns the number of rows affected. Can you see the description? We had a look at this in the API as well, right? So because of that, knowing that, uh, let's see the other delete method which is already there as well. It does the same. It does the same. I mean, it returns the same, right? Let's come into that, but let's first finish this. So the department DAO implementation, right? The department DAO, I department DAO, right? Department DAO, right? So what I want is like insert the department. I want to delete the department, right? So I want to say delete department, right? By the department number, right? Okay. So delete the department by department number, right? So if I want to delete it by the department name, I can say delete department name. So let's keep it like this and let's come into this. So delete the department. If I'm keeping it that way, then I will have to go and implement this the department DAO. I department DAO, hold on. So that means the department DAO implementation has to be done, right? Awesome, my friends, you're doing good, right? And then we will implement. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the code from the insert, right? It's similar to the insert, right? It's so instead of insert query, it's a delete query, right? I'm just going to copy the whole thing, right? And it's the table adapter. Okay, one thing. So the depart, yeah. So it's not insert query. It's what the department. It's delete query by the department number. That's what we wrote. And there's a default delete query. We can use that also. But let's first do it like this and then come and look into that. It's the status, right? So I will just say the status. It's not the status, it's a count actually, right? In fact, it's a count. So I row count, right? So how many rows are affected? Simple, something like that, right? Row count. Ideally, even when you insert, it's not the status. Ideally, it's the row count. So I'm just putting it here, right? Ideally, it's a row count, right? Because how many rows are affected? Simple as that, right? So you return that. So then your DAO returns how many rows are deleted, right? Then what the logic should do is, so the DAO department DAO, I department DAO. So what the department DAO, then what the logic should do is call this method, right? So I department logic, right? So the I department logic will call this delete department, right? And then the department logic will implement that. Right, and then same as insert department, same concept, right? So you copy it here, you can create a DAO object. Instead of insert department, you'll be calling oh shit, sorry, dot delete the department, right? You are telling delete the department, right? And you want to delete it, you know the method you created, right? So you want to delete it by the, say, by the department number, right? And it's the row count, right? I row. So how many rows are deleted? So you just return it, right? So that's what the logic does, return it. And the department logic, I department, right? And then you go into the, so the logic will be called by the controller, right? So you go to the I department controller, right? You just put it. Then you can either return the raw count or you can wrap it with the DTO with the message, up to you, right? So if you think you want to wrap it with the DTO, you just put it like this, or if not, you can just return the integer. Now you understand the concept, right? So so you delete the department, right? So department controller, just give me a sec. So the department controller, delete the department, right? So the department control implementation, so you're going to implement it, right? Good, 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 good. Lot of things. We are doing a lot of things. So what does it say? Not all, yeah, because it has to return a DTO. So similar to the insert, I'm going to copy this code, right? You will understand what I'm saying. Similar, guys. Similar to the insert, delete. So create a department logic. Then does what? Then uh, instead of insert department, you have to call the delete department, right? Delete the department. So for now it's just department number. If we need, we will change it, number. And it's not insert, it's like I raw count, right? It's like the raw count, right? So and then you create a department DTO, data transfer object, right? Yeah, the raw count, right? So it's a raw count, and if the raw count is 0, you will say delete unsuccessful. If not, you will say as a message in the DTO, delete successful, right? Something like that. Awesome, awesome, guys. Then you go to the front end, uh, department main form, like save method. You just copy that. Same thing you put to the delete, right? You put the same thing. So that means you go to the controller, but then instead of insert department, it's what? Delete department, right? So you delete the department. Okay, guys, right? You delete the department, right? And you get the DTO and you show the message. And if the status code is not 0, it's not status code. Okay, I have put it as status code count. It's fine, right? It's the raw count actually, right? So can I change it? Yes. So in the DTO, right? So instead of status code, it's like the raw count, right? So I can even keep it as status count, or let's call it as a raw count because it gives a meaningful name. So raw, the raw count, right? So in that case, so it's the raw count. So I will have to go, and now this is, we access it from here, right? If you remember. So even for the save, then I had to change. It's not status code, it's the what? Raw count, right? Even then here. So it's if the raw count is not equal to 0, that means it's successfully deleted. So I'm clearing the screen. Otherwise, I will stay like that, right? Okay, guys. So let's run this. But before that, let's check what data I have in the department table, right? Okay, guys. So this is the data I got. Department number 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So let's delete department number 50 and see what's going to happen, right? Okay, so let's run. Let's run. Okay, there are errors, right? So it says department DTO look down does not contain definition I status code, right? So yeah, because I changed it, not status code, right? I change it to raw count, right? The raw count, right? So I think same down here, right? We change it, you remember, right? Just a little while ago we changed it, right? Awesome, awesome. Should work now, right? Okay, cool, cool. So login as admin, login, great. Go to the department form, First of all, let's search for department number 50 just to see whether it's there, right? Awesome. Now let's delete. Okay, delete successful and it clears. So I deleted department number 50. So I should go and check now whether it has been really deleted from the database, my friends, right? So let's right click and show the data. See guys, it has been deleted, right? Are you happy? Why not? Of course, why not, right? You are moving fast, you are learning a lot, you are going to become developers, right? See, it has deleted the department number 50s. So that means your logic is working, right? So you should be a group of happy set of viewers, right, by now, right?